You're not going to believe what's happening right now. The New York Attorney General, Letitia James, who built her entire political career on going after Donald Trump, is suddenly the one facing serious legal heat herself. That's right. The Justice Department is reportedly circling her, and insiders say she may need to start lawyering up fast. If true, this could be a political earthquake and, honestly, a massive dose of turnabout. The big question is, will she finally face the same kind of scrutiny she's been dishing out for years? Let's break this down. So, Letitia James, you know her. She's been the face of those highly publicized investigations into Trump and his businesses. From day one, her political brand was built on promising to get Trump. That wasn't some secret. She literally said it on the campaign trail before she even had a case. And once in office, she weaponized her authority to launch aggressive civil and criminal actions against conservatives while conveniently ignoring Democrats with similar issues. She became a star for her party, but now it looks like the spotlight is turning back on her. Here's where it gets explosive. Reports say the Justice Department is looking into allegation of mortgage fraud tied directly to Letitia James. Yes, you heard that right. The same official who went after Trump on fraud claims is now being accused of shady dealings of her own. Think about that for a second. The hunter may be becoming the hunted. Trump himself has been vocal about this on Truth Social, calling for accountability and urging his allies to push for action. But here's the wild part. The U.S. attorney originally overseeing this case, Eric Siebert, who was actually appointed by Trump, reportedly refused to move forward with charges against James. And what happened? He was pushed out just last week. That alone tells you how intense and political this fight has become behind the scenes. Meanwhile, the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt is laying it all out. She's accusing James of abusing her oath of office, engaging in open lawfare, and using her position not as a prosecutor, but as a political weapon. And she's got receipts. She points out that James's actual campaign slogan was about prosecuting Donald Trump. Imagine that, running for office by promising to put one man behind bars before even knowing whether he committed a crime. That doesn't sound like justice. That sounds like pure politics. And remember the giant civil fraud case against Trump and the Trump Organization? The one James pushed so hard an appeals court tossed it out along with that outrageous $500 million penalty. That was a major victory for Trump and a huge blow to James's credibility. If she overreached there, how many other cases could unravel too? But the real kicker here is the fraud allegations against James herself. An independent white-collar investigator published a report back in April showing documented evidence that she engaged in questionable financial and property disclosures, a pattern that could amount to mortgage fraud. So not only is she being accused of abusing her office, but now she might be guilty of the same kind of misconduct she claimed to fight against. Of course, critics argue this is just retribution, Trump getting back at one of his biggest political enemies, but supporters counter that this isn't about revenge, it's about accountability. If a top law enforcement official can campaign on prosecuting political enemies, ignore real misconduct in her own backyard, and then possibly engage in fraud herself, how is that justice? How is that fair? This is why so many Americans are losing faith in the system. They see one set of rules for powerful Democrats and another for everyone else. But if Letitia James really does face charges, it could mark a turning point. So what do you think? Is this justice finally catching up with Letitia James, or is it just political payback? Drop your thoughts below. I really want to hear what you all think about this one. And don't forget to like and share so more people can stay informed.